Apparently one of my windows was not set up the way I needed it to be. We have since squared that away. Good morning, everyone. It's been an interesting morning. My Starfield versus No Man's Sky video has triggered some people. It's always good to have a discussion. It's always fun to see the people that can't have discussions because they're too stuck in their ways to believe that they are right and everyone else is wrong. It's all good. Had to hide a few people from the channel. It's necessary sometimes. Been a couple of gatekeepers for my first time ever. I've had a really pleasant experience with the No Man's Sky community. One of the best experiences I've had in a long time. But there's always gatekeepers. You've always got the randos who are out there trying to do that. And I had a couple this morning on that Starfield video. The most blatant was the guy who blatantly said in his comment, you shouldn't be allowed to make this type of video because you don't have nearly enough time in the game to make an educated opinion on it. Hide from channel. Go ahead. Continue criticizing. I could talk about anything I want to on my channel, about any subject at any point in time. The idea that you have to have hundreds of hours into something before you're allowed to talk about it is the most ridiculous kind of gatekeeping ever. So we're going to keep playing No Man's Sky. We're going to continue to enjoy it. I've got over 500 hours in Starfield. I've only got 15 hours in this game. We're going to keep climbing until we've got 500 hours in this game. Let's see here. We're going to start off with this comparison video that I want to do. We're going to start this. So, one of the things I've been talking about since I started playing No Man's Sky is how much the Worlds Update Part 1 got me excited to play. And we're going to start playing here in a couple of minutes. We got the game loaded up. I'm on the loading screen right now. But before we get going, I did want to talk about the aspect of this game now with Worlds Part 1, the update that just went live, versus the game that went before. And I started playing about 3 days, I think about 3 days before Worlds Update 1 went live for Game Pass on the Xbox. So I've got some footage we're going to look at this morning, directly comparing the game as it was then compared to what it is now in terms of just the look on my starter planet. Now, we've explored quite a few other planets in the stream so far, and we've seen some really cool... Everything looks much better. We've seen some really cool water, bodies of water. We've seen some really cool new VFX with the skyboxes and the volumetric clouds and everything they've done there with that tech. The luminescence on some of these planets, especially on my starter planet when it gets to be nightfall, is really cool. There's new creatures. There's all this new stuff. Amy says, I'm on the verge of trying this, I think. You totally should. I'm a little biased because I have Game Pass Ultimate, so it was included in my Game Pass subscription, and I could play on PC or the Xbox, and my save file is fully transferable between both because I have Game Pass. It's a little different if you're paying on Steam or the PlayStation 5, but it's still a great game. I just mentioned that as an aside to understand in terms of what platform you're going to be playing it on. I don't think it's very expensive if you go buy it. I don't know the price point though because again I'm playing on Game Pass, but it's a lot of fun. Whether you're playing single player or multiplayer, I think it's a lot of fun. But let's talk about this a little bit. I want to jump into the game here in a minute. I've got over here. We've got this window open, and I think I can show this. I got to see if I got it configured right now because I've never done this with this particular setup on the new. Hang on. It's this window right here, but we gotta hang on. It's freaking out. It's like, what did you just try to move? This window right here. Hang on. Why did it targeting that? Let's just show my ineptitude with. Oh, because it's locked. That's why. My ineptitude with technology sometimes. It's going to get me in trouble one of these days. So we're going to take a look at this because Over here, as I get it loaded up, we have this video, which is from one of my streams a while back. We were playing, and what I want to pay attention to here is we're going to mute the audio on this. And what I want to pay attention to is look at the ground environments in this video that we're about to look at, and because then we're going to log in and we're going to take a look at what it looks like once we've logged into the new game, to the World's Part 1 update. So this is my planet then, right? Just look at mostly we're paying attention to the grass, the textures, all this stuff, because this is what the game looked like a week ago, before the World's Part 1 update. And it doesn't look bad. It's, they've, added stuff over the years to the game and generally improved upon the way the game looks and plays. Definitely has its stylized art. And you could, it looks like No Man's Sky. Like, this looks like the game that everyone has seen over the last 8 years of gameplay, right? And it doesn't look bad. But you can see the textures, and we can see not a lot of grass variety. The crystals are there. There's animals in the background. It definitely looks like that 70s sci-fi cover art type stuff. But it's kind of, compared to the new stuff, it's very bland. It's very lackluster. It just looks like brown and green with some spots of colors in here for the plants, right? That's what the game looked like a week ago. And then they came along with the World's Part 1 update. What's up, Commander Wolf? Which is what we're going to go take a look at now. We're actually going to go log into that and take a look at what that looks like, because it looks like a completely different game. So you've seen that. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way here. And we're going to close this down. And we have a game which has some time in it. We're going to load in. And now we can take a look at that same planet. But we're going to take a look at what it looks like in the current version of the game, World's Part 1. Commander Wolf says, thanks for making these videos. It's what's convinced my dad to start playing. Awesome. Glad to hear it. By the way, I can shrink myself down so we don't have to stare at my big head the whole time. Alright, so we've shown up here on the anomaly. We're going to hop out. We're going to run over to the portal. And we're going to head over to my starter planet. And we're going to take a look at what it looks like now. Because this is honestly what got me interested into this game, was when I saw the update coming and I said, you're actually putting this much time and effort into making an 8-year-old game look this much better. I need to start paying attention to No Man's Sky, because companies who do this tend to be companies that you want to pay attention to, and their products tend to be really good products. It is so much different now. So we're about to go see how much different, because we're going to go back to that same planet we just saw. We're going to go back there, and we're going to take a look at this place. It's not jokingly, it's night and day difference. It's incredible. And the game didn't look bad before. It just looks a lot more vibrant now, especially with like the water and the new VFX and clouds. Like, there's been some storms that have come through and on planets that I've been on, and it's been absolutely breathtaking to take a look at. All right. Oh, we're even here at sort of like a nighttime. This is the same planet, everybody. Same exact planet. But look at the difference in the way it looks now compared to the way it looked before. So, to me, this was mind-blowing. And then, now this is daytime, or nighttime, sorry. We could obviously turn off our lamp and get a better feel for some of the luminescence at play here. You can see the sky. Now, obviously, it's a lot more colorful at nighttime because we're dealing with the shifting light patterns and everything else. But look how it folds into the distance, just kind of rolling waves of light and luminescence across the tops of the plants. And during the daytime, it looks completely different too. Um, Everything glows. You know, we've got a lot more color. Look at the pulsing of those like mushroom-like plants over there. It's so cool. Someone's saying that in photo mode you can adjust all the lighting, including the sun position. I haven't even gotten to photo mode yet. All right, so we're going into daytime now. So take a look at the difference between what this planet looks like now compared to the daytime in the previous video that we showed you, where it's sort of all, you know, you had the greens and browns, but it very much looked like an older style game. This, we've got a lot more color density now, a lot more vibrance to everything. We're obviously in one type of biome right now, so we could go up and find other biomes if we wanted to explore around a bit. And I haven't found any huge bodies of water on my planet yet. But just this alone, the difference is world's update part 1, world's part 1. I always forget exactly what it's called. The difference in the look and feel of this compared to what it was like a week ago is just astounding to me. I don't see very many games that come back and re-engineer their tech the way they've done with this. World of Warcraft springs to mind with what they did with their game over the years. They've done a good job of keeping it up to date. You know, that's probably an exception to the rule. Let's go ahead and head up here. Looks like a rainbow over there. Oh, we do have. I've never even flown over here. There's water over here, so we can totally take a look at the new water. By the way, I had no idea. I've never come over in this direction. I had no idea that there was. I've always explored off in the other directions. You can land on water now if you want to. And the water is so intense with what it does with storms now. So you get these crazy reactions. Look at that. We're going to slow it down here. The water before was just flat. And now we've got actual wave patterns to it. And it's a non-windy day. There's no storms going on right now here. So we get a very, very relaxed view of the water. But the tides change and everything with the storms and the way that the water goes down when there's huge waves and everything else. It's really cool. The tech that they showed in the trailer for the new water system made me go, oh my god. And then when I've actually seen it in game now, it's pretty mind-boggling what it's doing. And then when I was doing the video that launched this morning, the Starfield versus No Man's Sky video, we were talking about this last night as well. Ocean. You can build ocean bases and ocean stations that go deep down into the ocean. And I'm just like, what? And ships can land on the ocean now. You have to have, like, I guess, mods or special ships to do that. Like, this ship can't land on the water. But I think it's really cool that you can do that now. Let's go ahead and go into third-person mode, because I'm terrified of getting too close to the water. There it is. Look at the. I don't want to crash. I'm trying to be very careful, guys, but you can see that right there, the wake pattern of my ship when I get close to the water. This reminds me a lot, for those of you who played Anthem, the water physics in Anthem were really amazing when you got your suit down close to the water. Just really cool stuff here. And I'm terrified to get too close because I don't want to accidentally wreck my ship. I don't know if you can wreck your ship into water, but I don't want to risk it. But I just wanted to show that was an option for people, and to show like what they've done with these new physics. It's very impressive to see a company putting attention to detail into a game like this 8 years after the fact, which also goes to show you what's coming down the pipeline with what they're building with Light No Fire, which previously I was sort of interested in keeping an eye on Light No Fire, and now that I've been playing No Man's Sky for the past week or so, Light No Sky is going to be like Light No Sky. Jesus, it's early, guys. I need more coffee. Now that I'm playing No Man's Sky for a week, Light No Fire has gone from being a game that I'm just going to keep an eye on to a game that I am 100% playing and will be going deep into once we get. I don't anticipate it being a release this year. I would say next year at the earliest. But what's really interesting to me is this is everything they did with Worlds Part 1, and they have a Part 2 coming later this year where they're bringing even more of the new tech into No Man's Sky. So, for my money's worth, and I talked about this the other day, I made a video called should you play No Man's Sky in 2024, something like that, or is it worth playing for new players? Yeah, I'm a new player and I'm sort of like overwhelmed with what's here already, and the fact that they're actively updating it with stuff as I play is just like mind-blowing. So that's my take on it. We're going to cut this out as its own video, so for those of you watching this after the fact, like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams here and on Twitch at 11 a.m. Central Time, just about every day. Flying out and exploring is so much fun, says Commander Wolf. Just getting lost in the game. I have had quite a bit of fun getting lost. I've gotten lost a few times now. Amy says, wow, okay, I'm into it. I loved Anthem's flying. I was just playing Anthem a couple weeks ago. Catching up on it. I haven't played it in a few years. Figured I'd see how it felt in the PS5. Oh, Commander Wolf says the ship does the Star Wars speeder thing on the water, so it shouldn't crash. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm excited for Light No Fire too. Light No Sky. Yes, that was I apparently need more coffee. I'm medicated and caffeinated, but apparently not enough. Yeah, and the part 2 is going to be great. Do I have a freighter yet? Dawn asks. I do, but I'm not touching it because the game has not taught me about it. I happened to stumble across one 3 or 4 nights ago and rescued it, recruited it, and then I've left it in space. It's back. It's out. It's in orbit around this. I'm pretty sure it's in orbit around this planet. If not, I think I could probably call it. Alright, let's take a look. I'm pretty sure it's over here by the anomaly, or by the space station. Yep, there's my capital ship. So let's fly over there. I do have a freighter. But I've not used it because the game hasn't taught me about it yet. And I don't want to get overwhelmed, so I'm not going to be doing anything with it for the time being. But I do have one. Karaoke says, careful, Amy. I've lost over 5,500 hours in this game. It's seriously addictive. Oh, I could have summoned it where I was? Okay, I got an A-class freighter. We're gonna go board it really quick and take a look, guys. This is my capital ship that I've got. I gotta remember where to board though, because I don't remember. I think it had boarding tubes or something. We're about to find out because I really don't remember how to get up in this thing. We're going to take a look at it before we go back to the planet and continue our objectives from today. I do not remember where to board this bed. Oh, it's right there, underneath. I guess the icon shows you where you're supposed to board. But that's what I was looking for, was the blue landing bay. Oh, am I upside down? Is it supposed to be like this? Hang on. Let's back up. Back up. You guys are telling me I was looking at it upside down. Hang on. I want to get a better view. There's the space station. Alright. So you're saying I need to look at it this way, that I was looking at it upside down. See, I would have thought reverse. I haven't looked to see what this is supposed to be right side up. I would have put that, like, to me, that's right side up. But I don't know. I don't know where I haven't looked where the bridge is and stuff. I haven't actually explored it. Like I said, I have it, but I haven't bothered to explore it because I don't want to get confused. S-Class is the best? I'm pretty sure it's a Class A. I don't remember how to check, so we're going to go land real quick. I think we had to go to, like, up to the bridge or something when I was here last time. Bridge is always on top? Okay. Good to know. I think this is the way to the bridge. I only came up here that one time on the stream a few nights ago. Yep, this was it. One of these was the command station. Was it this one? Do I need to sit down? No, I can just spin it. Was it this one? Commander? Do I talk to him? I don't remember how to access like the things I'm supposed to do with my ship. Like, I don't know how to access the controls and stuff. I don't remember. Oh, maybe it was right here. Manage fleet. Freighter warp map. Upgrade and customize freighter. This might be it. Yeah, I don't want to look anything up with the freighter right now. I want this to be something that is completely unknown to me until I'm ready to do it. Because this was very, very, like, we got the ship and that was it. It was a random event that happened. And I was like, okay, I haven't even learned how to do, like, I haven't even learned how to do combat yet. So this felt way, way overwhelming to me, and we will be coming back to this. I don't know where to check how to see if it's a Class A or Class whatever. But from what I've been told, like, you can build bases here, you can get a fleet of ships, you can hire frigates to, like, fight with you and do missions for you and stuff. So that was to answer the question. Yes, I do have this. I don't know what to do with it. There's a lot I'm going to have to learn. I'm still only, whatever, 15 hours or so into the game. So it's going to be a hot minute before I do anything with my freighter. But I do have one. Hang on, does it show me? Nope. That's an interesting looking tanker vessel. Some sort of a tug. I didn't know there was a teleporter. Like I said, there has been no tutorial to tell me anything about the freighter yet, so I just ignored it. But I do have one, everybody, so. Alright. Check the mission log. Yesterday, we just worked on base computer archives. That's the only thing we did yesterday. I ignored story for the day and just did that. We have this quest called Build a Construction Terminal. That's for somewhere different. Your base needs an overseer. That I haven't done yet. I have established a core of habitable base out in the wilds. This planet seems a suitable space to settle down, at least time being. She expanded. So I have that. I have so many quests like I could choose to do, and I've just been like, yesterday was literally just working on oh, I do have a freighter quest. Command a large capital ship. I think I got this when I got the ship. Find and purchase frigates to add them to your fleet. With the aid of a freighter's navigator, you'll find profitable expeditions. So I do have the start of a tutorial series for the freighter when I decide that I'm ready to get to the freighter. So yeah. This is to go find, and someone said I need to do like 10 of these in a row. This is what we were working on last night. So let's go ahead and continue that. I'm gonna burn a bunch of warp fuel today. Right. I did story missions for the first, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 streams. And then yesterday we stepped back from story missions to actually build the base out, to get more mods on my ship, to get more mods on my exosuit. The one thing I don't know if I have enough of is stuff to make more warp fuel. But I've got my refiner with me, so if I need to stop and work on making more stuff on a planet, I can. I need a lot of silver to build rooms in the freighter. Good to know. Alright, what do we got in the general vicinity here? Any buildings around here? I thought I saw something when I was coming in over the rise. Nope, I don't think that's... I don't know what that is. Glowing green goo of some type. Alright, let's land and get a scan. I don't see any structures around here that could be something. Something a little bit in this direction. Oh, cool, this one has lesser gravity. So that's the first time I've seen that. Whee! There it is. That's the structure I'm looking for. I totally saw that flying in. I just couldn't find it again after I saw it. Alright. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ow, ow, ow. Maybe not. Woo! What's with the facehugger egg sacs, dude? It's marked as red. That doesn't make me feel very comfortable. Facehugger egg sacs. Stay far away. Oh, we got flickering lights. Oh no, there's like more corruption inside of here. This is not good, man. Something's gonna jump out and eat my face. Ah! 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 Are there more of you? Fucking face tentacles, man. Ooh, can I use a lantern? Oh no, it just turns it on or off. Okay. Don't shoot the eggs, someone tells me. Oh, I'm not going to mess with facehuggers, man. I've reached the location marked on my base computer. The remote archive terminal hums, awaiting my input. Did it know what I had done to it? Was it angry? Was it upset? Was it alone? Afraid? Could a sentinel feel such things? It hovered before me, its light catching upon 1,000 crystal shards all around, and as I moved, it traveled by my side. That night, I dreamt of a warp cage, but there was no more pain within. The drone looked at me, and I knew that I had been forgiven. I had fixed it. I had answered for my sin. I shall call it Laylapse. I searched the physical cache attached to the terminal. Whoever recorded this message also left a piece of tech. Scatter blaster module. Am I finally going to get a weapon? Archive recovery in progress, 5 hours, 59 minutes, 50 seconds. User will be advised when recovery is complete. Consult the log to select another task. This is the first time I've seen that pop up. So it's got an actual timer before I can move to the next mission. So it's like, hey, you've got 6 hours. Here's a question I have for chat. Is that 6 hours real time before I get to do the next step?